What a grand, naive existence to think that brands would ever take a break. Hello beautiful people, hi, my name is Mia, this is my virtual vanity and we are back for yet another weekly buy it or deny it, where I either drool over makeup or roast new releases accordingly. This happens every week, either Saturday or Sunday, depending on how lazy I am that weekend. I'm not even gonna lie to you and say that it's anything other than laziness in the weekend, depending on, but you know, you get me, I'm human. This type of series was popularized by Samantha March with her Will I Buy It videos. There's a whole playlist, I'm gonna link it down below. You better go check that out if you like these types of videos. And without further ado, let's get to the releases from this week, which have been oddly numerous considering the time of the year. Like, don't y'all brands have any families to go to? It's close to fucking Christmas and yet y'all are pumping out releases again. Take a motherfucking break. Let's start with something that is a more or less personal affront, and that is the BH Cosmetics Capricorn palette. I'm not a Capricorn, I'm actually an Aquarius, but in the name of all Capricorns, I fucking hate this. What in the Caucasian, beige, transparent, beauty guru style is this? Like, I do not see anyone being able to work with this if they're maybe like above a medium in melanin volume levels. Not to mention, Capricorns aren't this fucking boring. The level of loving terrorism that my Capricorn boyfriend bestows on me daily does not match with this beige vision of peace and tranquility and just vanilla bullshit. What the fuck is this? Like, they have plenty of neutral toned palettes. They didn't need to add another one, especially not as a personal affront to all Capricorns out there. And I'm going to do a redesign on this, and I'm not a Capricorn, but I'm gonna fucking fight for you guys, okay? I have your back. This is shit. Speaking of Capricorns, Bite Beauty is coming out with their last Zodiac lipstick, and for Capricorn they've chosen a deep, and I mean deep towards black plum shade, and that's going to retail for $26 and it's already available. I honestly think this is a beautiful shade, and I love that they actually chose something other than browns for Capricorn. Like, I get it, Capricorn is an earth sign, but stop it with the browns. There is so much more to earth than just browns. Can we not? This plum, beautiful. I'll take it. My Capricorn friend Lori loves it, so I'll take it. I like it. Bite Beauty isn't available in my country, unfortunately, nor do I find anywhere that can ship it for a reasonable price, so I'm gonna pass due to lack of availability. But I do love these sort of plummy shades, and I do have quite a few in my collection, and if this were available I would have picked it up. Okay, Fenty is coming out with 10 new Mademoiselle shades, and those are coming out on December 26th. I've yet to pick up a Mademoiselle yet, because all of the colors that she already has, like, they're very pretty, but they've not yet convinced me to give her my money. Also because they're super tiny, which normally I wouldn't mind, because that would mean that I would actually maybe end up using a lipstick for once in my life, although that's doubtful on principle. But they weren't special enough to make me go, yeah, I'm gonna break my rule of not buying high-end or mid-end lipstick and go with that, you know? But these though, oh boy. There's two shades that I particularly like. There's Dragon Mummy, which is a sort of a watermelonish sort of a red, and then we've also got Flamingo Acid, which is an electric raspberry pink magenta. I love both of them so much. I might pick them up if I see them in store and they swatch good on me. No lie. Becca is coming out with a BFF collab, so it's like a three-way collab between Becca, Khloe Kardashian and Malika. So in this collab there is two face palettes, so they have bronzers and blushes and highlighters in each, and there's like this square sort of format. There's one that goes towards a more neutral and another that's more peachy, and I personally really like how the peachy one looks. If I like how it swatches in store and the bronzer isn't too orange on me, I might add it to my wish list. I might pick it up sometimes in the near future, but I really do fear that that bronzer is gonna end up looking way too orange on me, and so the whole palette's gonna be a pass. Then there's two red lipsticks and two nudes, so each of these women chose their perfect red and their perfect nude. Beautiful shades, nothing special. I don't particularly want any of those, sorry. Then there's this highlighter in a box thingy, which is gonna have letters instead of glowy balls. Yeah, glowy balls. Anyway, I think this is going to become a trend, and it's a trend that I don't like, because those letters look cute for maybe the first few uses, but then as you use the product more and more, those letters erode and it will just start looking like cat food. Because you guys that have cats know what cat food looks like. It's not usually perfectly round. It's like little misshapen pellets for atmospheric aesthetics. I don't know why, but that's how it's gonna end up looking like. NARS is coming out with 3 new things, all of them teased. We don't have yet a release date. So there's this palette which has both eyeshadows and face products with this wavy sort of embossing. Not gonna lie, the embossing is beautiful, but I feel that the palette is redundant, considering that they recently came out with their Atomic Blonde, I think it was called, palette, which was also these sorts of beautiful neutrals. Moreover, if they really did want to make another palette, another neutrals palette, I mean, they should have maybe gone with something deeper to complete their collection, because there's already the Atomic Blonde that works very well with lighter and medium skin tones. I feel that if they had done something darker, then it wouldn't have been as redundant. And the second palette that they teased is yet again a neutrals palette. This is called the Skin Deep palette. It looks a bit warmer than the Atomic Blonde, but yet again I'm like, why? Why so soon? Why exactly these sort of shades? And they did release other palettes in the meantime, but it still feels very soon to come out with another neutral offer that is so similar to what they already have, you know? Then there's this Fireclay blush, which it's like a face palette. And it's got like a bronzer row, a blush row, a highlighting row. The only thing that I can think of when I look at this is the Tetris theme song, and it also makes me want to go and play Tetris. It's very unusable. The colors are gonna get mixed up, they're gonna muddy together, it's just gonna end up being a mess. So, for something interesting and completely not neutral, Pinky Rose is coming out with 3 new palettes, and apparently they are designed and created by the CEO/owner and her sisters. So there's 3 color variants. We've got Obsessed, which is like a warm, saturated color scheme with a few pops of blue. We've got 80s Baby, which is my personal favorite because it reminds me a lot of like synthwave aesthetics. It's got those pinks, it's got some blues. I really do like the color scheme on this one. Then we've got Exotic Peacock, which is blues and purples and some greens, and this is also quite beautiful. I've not tried Pinky Rose yet, but that 80s Baby palette, I'm gonna put it in my wish list. If I still want it in 2 or 3 months and I don't talk myself out of it or can't find anything in my collection that would satisfy the need for those same vibes, I'm probably gonna try the brand for the first time. But we will wait and see. I have learned that I need to wait a bit for releases to kind of macerate in my head, and for me to truly realize if I do want them or if it's just the initial impulse of ooh, pretty. Speaking of ooh, pretty, Laura Mercier is coming out with something quite unusual. They're coming out with these sort of palettes of powder to cream lip products. So initially I thought they were either like a sort of blush or maybe an eyeshadow palette. I would have never thought those were for lips. And to be honest, these quite intrigue me because they have the potential to not be as messy as a true cream lipstick palette, and they also look really portable. Like, I imagine just trying to change a look from day to night by grabbing that little palette from my purse, just dipping my finger in it because I'm a savage. I use fingers a lot in my makeup application, and just going like this over my lips and just making out this beautiful blown out gradient lip or diffused J-pop sort of look. Like, I have a lot of fantasies with this product, and it's making me excited in a way that not a lot of new releases have, because this is something new that seems functional as opposed to incredibly gimmicky. If I am able to get my hands on these, I will. I forgot to mention, these are already available on select markets, Asian markets specifically. I don't know when they will come to European and US markets, and they retail for $28. On the other side of the spectrum, for a release that absolutely does not excite me in any way, shape or form, Colourpop collabed again with ILuvSarahii, Karen, I think her true name is. This looks awfully familiar, and that might be because it literally looks like a lot of other Colourpop releases, including, but not limited to, Dream Street and the Salvaje palette. You know, it's another neutrals, warm neutrals, a bit saturated with a pop of, instead of blue, aqua teal. It is so incredibly boring, so incredibly repetitive in the context of all of the other Colourpop releases, specifically this year. Like, if they hadn't come out so soon with the Salvaje palette, I would have been like, oh, okay, it's a palette that I'm not interested in, but it looks nice. But as it is, I just keep thinking that they need to slow the fuck down, to give the releases a bit of time to grow old, to fade away from public memory, before coming out with things that are so incredibly similar to each other. As it stands alone, this is a beautiful palette. Those blues are beautiful, but it's just too similar to everything that we've seen before from Colourpop. It's already available. It's I don't know how much it is, to be honest, I forgot. But it's Colourpop, it's probably super affordable, maybe somewhere in the $20 range. There's also some lip products associated with it, but it's your standard fare of nude red terracotta. Cover FX is coming out with new primers in new packaging, and I'm really interested in these because their blurring primer is my holy grail of holy grails. I am very close to panning it. I absolutely love it and adore it. And I'm really interested in these, even though they're expensive as hell. They're $38 a pop. And I'm like, what the fuck is up with those prices? And if their new blurring primer isn't as good as the old, I am going to go there and kick the asses of all of the board of directors and their lab people who reformulated it, because they better not fucking fix something that's not broken. There's 5 variants of these new primers. There's the Water Cloud Primer, which is hydrating, gripping, which is supposed to be a bit more, well, gripping with your makeup. Dewy skin type of finish primer, mattifying and blurring. I'm particularly interested in the blurring and dewy finishes, and that's gonna total me up to a grand total of $76, and I feel like crying. I mean, of course nobody's gonna force me to buy these, and I'm probably gonna buy them staggered, but still, why must I love something that's so fucking expensive? God! Natasha Denona is coming out with a new mini palette, and it's in Nude. It's $25. It's literally so similar to her former Camel palette. It's literally such a lazy release. It's literally something she came out with earlier. Pass. Makeup Revolution. Oh baby, what is you doing? I think they're trying to copy Huda Beauty. They're coming out with these dual-ended cream eyeshadows, and it seems that at one end there's a shimmer as opposed to Huda's matte, and at the other end there's a glitter, and they're coming out with it in 1 month. Not too subtle. And don't get me wrong, I love Makeup Revolution for providing good quality dupes to people that don't want to buy the original for various reasons. I am going to probably pick these up because I'm a hypocrite and I don't care, and I didn't want to buy them from Huda, but for $8 a pop I might buy these. The problem is that they are way too on the nose, way too similar to Huda's, way too just too in your face, and I want them to escape from this reputation of a brand that only does dupes, because their original stuff is really good. Okay, it's hit and miss, let's be honest, it's hit and miss, but the things that are hit are way more frequent than the misses, and they're really good quality, but they will never escape this idea of being a dupe brand if they cannot at least be more subtle with how they're duping things. Black Moon Cosmetics came out with 2 new lipstick shades which are absolutely gorgeous. They have a black sort of base, so they're quite dark. And there's a dark teal one which is called Murmaider, and I live for that pun, I live for that color. Then Emperor, which is a dark golden olive. They're already available, they're $18. I love these, they're gorgeous. I won't pick them up because I'm not a huge fan of liquid lipsticks. And for $18, I honestly don't know how often I would wear a lipstick of that sort. And I already do have a few liquid lipsticks with unusual colors that I wear from time to time and I'm okay with. But if you're a gothy, grungy, alt-fashion type of person and you love these shades, you go get them if you want them, or if you can afford them, if whatever. They're beautiful colors, quite unusual, absolutely gorgeous. Speaking of unusual colors, but these I don't quite like the execution of, Sugarpill came out with their Arctic lipstick mini collection. These are also $18. You've got Vertigo, which is a purple with teal shimmers. You've got Sub-Zero, which is a blue with teal shimmer, and Hijinks? Is that how I pronounce it? With it's a magenta with, again, teal shimmer. I don't like how these look applied on the lips in the promotional images. If I don't like them in the promotional images where they're supposed to look the best ever, I'm probably not gonna like them in real life too. They look sort of patchy, and instead of looking like a splash of unusual colors on your lips, they look kind of bruise-like. I'm kind of sad to say these, because these really look like something new and fresh and fun, but the promo images literally look like she's bruised from the cold as opposed to fancy. I don't know what to say about these. I am going to wait and see some live swatches or videos because I hope these perform better than they did on the model. Something interesting, Styla is coming out with Shade Mystere highlighter gloss, like a highlighting face gloss and liquid eyeshadows, and I particularly like that gloss, even though it literally looks like a bruise. It does, but it's really pretty. I would have picked this up if it were available in stores, because something like this, I feel that it would need to be swatched. But I really do like the idea of this collection. It's kind of a shifty, duochrome, mermaidy, iridescent sort of vibe, and we all know I love those. I'm all here for it. And I'm interested to see how these will look like on other reviews, other videos. Smashbox is coming out with a duochrome iridescent highlighter in Opti-Mystic. Great pun. I'm loving the quality of the puns in the name releases this week. I live for it. These are apparently might be a collab with the Hoodwitch, which I've seen to be a sort of pagan Wiccan web shop online. I'm not entirely sure because I just took a quick look at it. I think this is beautiful. I like the embossing. I like the iridescence. I might pick it up if it ever makes it on the shelves in Douglas in Romania. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get this. Big if though, big if. This was it for this week. I feel that I covered a lot of stuff in little time. I've had good energy in this video, I feel. I don't know why. Probably because I've had a couple of days free and I've slept my heart away, like steady 12-14 hours of sleep every night, recovering lost sleep from the past months, and I am feeling so rested. This has been the video for new releases, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys will enjoy the next videos that will come up this week. I might take a couple of days break, but I'm still gonna try to put out content because I cannot stay put. I'll see you guys in the next installment of this type of video or in my next video. Bye guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see ya. Have a Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Yule, solstice, whatever you call it, and whatever you celebrate.